Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson speaking on the end time judgment of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And the rest of these heathen, for that matter. But, as we know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has done the most regarding the affliction of Yasha Allah. In pursuing to Obadiah, you have Isaiah, 47, Isaiah 34, Isaiah 63, various scriptures proving that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is in the crosshairs of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai upon his return. You see, because when you look into the history regarding the ill treatment and the offenses that came upon us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans by the hands of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, what you're going to find out is that this man has yet to be judged for what he's done. You see, but pursuing the biblical prophecy, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is going to leave, he's going to leave no son nor nephew, man. Okay? That's how grievous the judgment's going to be that's going to come upon these devils, man. Scripture says they're going to be rooted out. Okay, pursuing to Job, the 18th chapter, Lord willing, we're going to get that. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the first scripture I want to get into before we go into, before we take a glance into one of the atrocities, one of many that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has done, that we're aware of, but it's always good to go back and look into the things he's done. He's so proud. You can find this information online. And that's him boasting in his wickedness, man. You see? So let's start here. In the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 21, and verse 9, and it reads, "The congregation of the wicked is like tow wrapped together," man. When you go into this word tow, what it's going into, it's pretty much like fabric, like stuffing fabric, like yarn, or as a matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Here we are. This is what it's talking about. Okay? And as you can see, this stuff, you put a flame to this, it damn near disintegrates. You know how when you have a piece of loose fabric on your shirt, back in the day we used to hit it with a lighter and it'll burn it right down. But this is what it's referring when it's mentioning tow wrapped together. Okay? This stuff is extremely flammable, man. It burns up into nothing. You put a flame to this. And this is what the Lord likened these devils to, man. The congregation of the wicked. Okay? Which we know the congregation of the wicked is none other than who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Pursuing the Malachi 1 and 4, which we're going to get. And the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them, man. That's what we're going to get into, man. The end of these devils, man. Okay, here it is. You know, they walk around with their nose thumbed up. You know, they have this mindset like through natural selection they've been chosen to be that dominant species. In reality, they're the most inferior, okay, when it comes to nations, man. You know, this is why they burn up. They burn to a crisp in the sun. They pale, right? they're feeble. They're sickly, right? But through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, they've been given sovereignty, man, power and dominion. Okay, and the same power that gave you that power is gonna strip it from you, man, and judge the hell out of you, man. And this is what's about to happen, man. Let's read this again. And the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them, man. Okay, the congregation of the wicked, man. Hey, and everyone joined unto them. Let's get this in Malachi. And this lesson was inspired. I was pretty much studying last night, man. And I came across that Sirach. I came across that Sirach 21. and it lit a flame in my spirit, man. It lit a flame in my spirit. Malachi 4. Salakia, forgive me. The book of Malachi 1 and 4. And it reads, whereas Edom, okay, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right, saith we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And they did this during the time of the Renaissance period, man. Okay? And then the efforts of doing so, this is when they were handling us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans roughly, man. Okay? One form of their atrocity is the Atlantic slave trade, man, which we're going to take a glimpse into. Let's continue on. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, right? The Lord of armies. They shall build. And they have. And they have, man. Look around you. This is the revived Roman Empire, man. You see? But I will throw down. See? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to take this place down, man. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation, which is righteous anger, forever, man. You see that? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai hates these demons, man. And you people are about to find that out when you see the form of judgment that's going to be executed, okay, upon this man's kingdom, man. You're going to see how Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai truly feels. And he's not altogether one as thyself, man, like you thought he was, man. Let's go here real quick. You think Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is pleased with this, man? Let's get this in Wikipedia. Now, some time ago, I had went into the Wounded Knee Massacre, right? And these damn devils, you know, gave me a strike, you know. And I went into the Wikipedia, you know, going into you know, what they did to Gad, man, in the form of the Wounded Knee Massacre. And these devils strike me for that. You know, so I won't be surprised if they do it again on this one. You see, because the thing is, again, they boast in their evil by leaving this information up. You know, but here it is, when you bring it out and you link it, you marry it to prophecy, this is when these niggas get mad. You see, because everything starts to make sense. See, that divine visitation by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, who you people ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ, it looks that much more realistic than at this point when you link this to prophecy, man. Because this is prophecy, man. It's written that this would happen to us, man. Anyways, let's continue on. Let's get some of this right here. All right. Now, this is Wikipedia. And again, as Akiyama and Aqua are aware of this, but it's always good to do a refresher. You see, to light that flame back up in the spirit, man. You see, we can't forget about this, man. Hey, the red pill, bugged out, simp niggas tell you to forgive and forget. No. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai told us to remember Amalek, man. He told us to remember Amalek, man, back in Deuteronomy. Lord willing, we're going to get that. Lord willing, we're going to go there next. Let me read this first paragraph here. We're not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to read this top half here. Right? The Atlantic slave trade or transatlantic slave trade involved the transportation by slave traders of enslaved African people. We know these were Israelites, okay, out of the southern kingdom that were fleeing Roman persecution and settled in northern and western Africa. This is the truth behind this. Okay, these were not no stanky Hamites. All right, these were Israelites. These were our brothers out of the southern kingdom, man. You see? Let's continue on. Mainly to the Americas, right? Yeah, they mainly came here, right? The slave trade regularly used the triangular trade route and its middle passage, and existed from the 16th to the 19th centuries. The vast majority of those who were transported in the transatlantic slave trade were people from Central and West Africa, again, which were Israelites, who had been sold by other West Africans to Western European slave traders. And if you ask an African in your area if they're the same as American Negroes, they'll tell you, hell no, man. They'll tell you, those are not my people. That's what they'll tell you, man. Because we're not the same. They're Ham. Okay, they're Hamitic. We're Shemitic. You see? Noah had 3 sons. Okay? Shem, Ham, and Japheth. You see, we're Shemitic, man. We are not no stanky Hamites. And they know that too. They know that. Let's continue on. While others had been captured directly by the slave traders in coastal raids, Europeans gathered and imprisoned the enslaved at forts on the African coast and then brought them to the Americas, man. You see that? Let's continue on. Except for the Portuguese, supposedly. Right? European slave traders generally did not participate in the raids because life expectancy for Europeans in sub-Saharan Africa was less than 1 year during the period of the slave trade, which was prior to the widespread availability of quinine as a treatment for malaria, man. You see? They couldn't even survive over there, man. Going to show you that inferior characteristic of these people, man. You see? They're not built for it tough, man. The colonial South Atlantic and Caribbean economies were particularly dependent on labor for the production of sugarcane and other commodities. This was viewed as crucial by those Western European states, which in the late 17th and 18th centuries were vying or contending, for another word, right, with one another to create overseas empires, man. And they created one. We're in it. Mystery Babylon the Great. You see, through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, they were able to succeed in this agenda, man. And at the same time, they greatly offended. See, they've greatly offended, man. And now they gotta pay, man. We're in the time of payment. You see? A bill is due. And again, the Lord told us to remember this, man. We're not to forget about this. Let's go here. We're supposed to just leave that in the past and sweep it under the rug. It already happened. It happened already. Oh, it wasn't you. This is what these feeble niggas say. It wasn't us. It wasn't us. It wasn't us. But look at our situation because of this, man. Look at the outcome of our nation. Look at the standings of our nation, man. And look at them. Look at the general wealth they've accumulated, man. And the way they live. You see, it matters, man. There's judgment that's coming for this, man. That says the Bible. You see, you simple niggas, you're gonna get caught up in that fire with this nigga, man. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25. And we can't wait. We want to see it. Abba Ratazah. What's that? Sirach 25? We want to see it, man. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, and verse 17, and it reads, remember, let's blow this up. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, man. Amalek being who? The chief house of Esau, Edom. The so-called white man. Okay, these are these international banking families, man. Okay, these small hats. That's Amalek. You see, the ones that are running the world right about now. All right, when ye will come forth out of Egypt, yeah, what did they do? How he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou was faint and weary, and he feared not. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So yeah, this man was killing on the feeble and weak behind us, man. The old ladies, the children, the old men. This is what this nigga was doing, man. This is what this coward was doing. He was preying on the weak. Okay, as we were coming out of Egypt. Let's continue on. Therefore it shall be, when the Lord thy power has given thee rest from all thine enemies round about. Okay, now this is prophecy. Okay? This is prophecy, which we get into. This is what comforts us, man. Hey, this is one of the reasons why the Bible is called the Comforter. You see? For those of us that got the Spirit on us, hey, this is comforting, man. Understanding that our power is going to judge these niggas, man, and the rest of you heathen as well. Therefore it shall be, when the Lord thy power hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it. Right, that's what? Jerusalem, man. But ultimately the whole earth. Okay, remember that blessing that Isaac gave to Jacob was also the fatness of the earth, man. You see? But the beautiful thing about it is that we're going to be able to go beyond this earth. What did Yahweh Shai say to the apostles, man? In my Father's house, there are many mansions, man. What do you think he was talking about? Because what you got to understand is that Yasha Allah, being immortal, we're going to expand, man. And we're going to have to be able to go to other planets, man. Them chariots ain't going to just be dwelling in this realm. Nah, we're going to be out of here, man. We're going to be moving around. Let's continue on. That thou... Oh, I got to read up. Let me read this from the top. Salaki, Aki, Yamanakwa. I got to read this from the top. Therefore it shall be, when the Lord thy power hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it, man. This nigga's gonna be blotted out. Okay? Esau, Edom, starting with his head, man. Starting with his chief head, which is Amalek. They're gonna be blotted out, man. Job 18. The Lord's gonna leave no son nor nephew, man. Which what? Carries the seed. You see? You're gonna be rooted up out of here, man. Hey. And guess what? Let's go to Numbers 24 real quick. Because Ba'alam, what's his name? Son of Beor. Let's go here real quick. Salakia. Golly, my phone's going crazy. What's that? Numbers. Let's go to Numbers 24 real quick. Yeah, let's start here. The book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 17, it reads, I shall see him. All right, this is Ba'alam. speaking, right? I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. What's he talking about? Seeing Yahweh Shai, man. And this also proves reincarnation, man. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob. Who's this talking about? Yahweh Shai. And the scepter, okay, shall rise out of Israel and shall smite the corners of Moab and destroy all the children of Shep. Yeah, because Moab, hey, you're the second most proud, pursuing the Jeremiah. You're the second most proud, man. Scripture coins you niggas as exceedingly proud. And we can see it real time. We see how you demons operate. Let's continue on. And Edom, but Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, hey, he's he's enemy number one, man. Hey, even pursuing the Psalms 83. He's the first nation mentioned going into those that are in confederate against us and our power, man. You see? And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly, man. You see? It's going to be easy work. No problem. Why? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to be on our side, man. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city, man. And when he looked on Amalek, let's blow this up. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable. Mind you, Balaam was prophesying, man. And when he looked up on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, and that's twofold. Okay, we just read it in Deuteronomy 25, how he was the first of the nations to roll on us out of our way out of Egypt. And he's also the first of the nations to have the fatness of the earth. Okay, going into that blessing that Isaac gave Esau, man. You see? Let's continue on. But his latter end, right? And we're coming into that. We're in the latter end of this nigga right now. We're in the final seconds of this man's rulership. Of these niggas being able to walk around with man purses. Okay? You get all these transformers running around. These nasty niggas messing with children and animals. And we're in the last final seconds of this, man. This Western mindset on these women through. We're in the final seconds of this, man. Of us being in captivity. This is it. Final seconds, man. The final countdown, man. But his latter end should be that he what? That he perish forever. You see? You niggas are gonna perish forever. Let's get that Job 18 we've been quoting, man. Come on, man. There's prophecy all over the scriptures going into how Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is going to be done away with, man. It's not just in Obadiah 1 and 18, which is what we're going to close out with, Abba Ratazah. It's not just there. It's everywhere, man. It's all over the place, man. The book of Job, chapter 18. Bear with me. There's a lot of meat in here. But for the sake of time, let's start at verse 14. The book of Job, chapter 18 and verse 14, it reads, his confidence, yeah, and this nigga is super confident. Evil E, the so-called white man. You can't tell him a damn thing, man. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, man. And it shall bring him to the King of terrors, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Allah Shadia. A demon-like power, man. Scripture goes into how you elite are going to be begging and crying for the rocks to fall on you, man. When you're hiding out in your bunkers, man. That's in Revelations. I believe it's Revelations 9 or 6, one of the two, down at the bottom. You're going to be praying. You're going to be not praying. You're going to be hoping and begging that the rocks fall on you, man. That's how, man. Hey, the earth is going to rock to and fro on the return of Yahweh Shai, man. It's going to be like a day like no other. It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his. Right? This covetous, perverted demon has stole everything he has, man. And scripture says there's nothing more wicked. What's that, Sirach 10? There's nothing more wicked than a covetous man, man. Okay, and I go into it often. A similar word for that word covetous is rapacious. Okay, which goes into aggressively greedy. This man has, and he will kill you for what you got. Okay, this is how this man is wired. The physical counterpart of the spiritual demon, Satan. Let's continue on. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. How do you think that's going to happen? You guessed it, by those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. His roots shall be dried up beneath him. When you root something out, there ain't no growing back, right? And above shall his branch be cut off. No offspring, man, right? It gets better. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street, man. Oh, man. Scripture goes into how they call, they think their houses shall continue forever, and they call their streets after their own name, roughly paraphrasing. I believe that's, what's that, Psalm 64? I believe that is. Matter of fact, I want to stick to the point, but why don't we just go get it real quick? Why was I thinking Psalm 64? Let's just do this. I don't want to get too far off track, but the Spirit told me to get this. Psalms 49. Yeah, here it goes. Let's get this real quick. Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought, just to precept that real quick, right? And this is referring to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, man. That's that pride. And their pride, they think they got eons to come, man. These niggas are talking about decades from now, in several decades, AI is going to be creating their own AI, and we'll have a hold on carbon footprints, and these niggas are out of their mind. Okay, and we're coming into the time where they're going to be visited by the divine, man. A divine visitation. And Abaratazar, we get to see it. Lord willing, man. Psalms 49:11 from the top. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, man. This is self-explanatory, man. America. We'll use that example, which is who? Americo Vespucci. Edomite. Okay? You see, hey, the Bible's alive and well. Don't let nobody tell you different. Yahweh Shai's spirit is in this Bible, man. You see? These prophecies are jumping off the pages, man. And there's still more that must be fulfilled, and that will be fulfilled, man. Let's continue on. In Job 18, in verse 17 again. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world, man. Everybody's gonna be seeking this nigga's life. Hey, in the eon to come, man. Scripture goes in, what's that, Joel? We're gonna sell you niggas to the Sabians, man. Some nasty niggas. You gonna fall into the hands of some nasty niggas. You think you bad? Yahweh Bashim Shai got a plan for you, man. Let's continue on. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling, man. You're going to be eradicated, man. That's, in layman's terms, you're going to be eradicated. That's what that scripture's saying. Let's read it again. Let's blow it up as a matter of fact. Job 18 and 19. He shall who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He shall neither have son nor nephew. Okay, the seed carriers, man. Okay, among his people. Nor any remaining in his dwellings, man. You're going to be eradicated, right? They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they went before were affrighted, man. Surely, right, they're going to be saying, is this the man? Is this that nigga? What's that, Isaiah 14? Is this the man? This is the nigga right here? That made the earth shake, man, the earth tremble? This nigga right here in this pit with disintegrating underwear on. It was the one, that's, hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is beautiful in his works, man. And he sure does know how to flip the tables, man. And he's going to, man. Look what he did to his chosen, man. Look at the garments that we were wearing, man. Under your yoke. Here it is. We're his chosen people, man. How the hell do you think you're going to be handled? What condition do you think you're going to be in, Evil E? It's not going to be a good one. You see? It's not going to be a good one. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked. And we prove through Malachi 1 and 4 that the wicked is referring to who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. And this is the place of him that knoweth not. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you devils have hell to pay, man. Hey, you devils have hell to pay, but you won't be alone. Let's close out here. Obadiah 1, we'll close out right here. And 15, it reads, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. Why? Because all you heathen had your hands on us, man. Therefore, you gotta pay. Let's go here real quick. Quick precept. Judith 16 and 17, it reads, woe, which means what? Destruction. Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred. Okay, and all you nations have rised up against his kindred, against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Right? The Lord Almighty will take vengeance. See, he's going to take vengeance, man. Our power is going to deal with you. That's why it's written, wait ye upon me until I rise up against the prey. His determination is to what? To gather the nations, man. The Lord Almighty will take vengeance of them in the day of judgment. Woo! See, judgment's coming, man. This is what you people forgot. Evil E forgot. Hey, judgment's coming. Everything you do in this life comes with a price, man. And putting fire and worms in their flesh, and they shall feel them and weep forever, man. You see? The payment's coming. You gotta pay. In the form of judgment day. Let's continue on. And Obadiah 1 and 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Right? And what have you done? You've held Yasha Allah in captivity, man. You think we forgot about these various captivities, man, that you devils, that you heathen had us in? How you've afflicted us and licked our wounds and kept our dead bodies in graves and oppressed us and took advantage of our downfall. Come on, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gonna pay you back for those things, man. You gotta pay. I know you gotta pay though. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head, man. You see, let's continue on. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, right, Yasha Allah, so shall all the heathen drink. See, so shall all the heathen drink. So Evil E, you won't be alone, but you better believe you're gonna get the cold cut, okay, of the captivity. So shall all the heathen drink continually, yeah, They shall drink, and they shall swallow down, man. And they shall be as though they had not been. You're going to be brought so low, you're going to be unrecognizable, man, regarding your positions of power that you hold today. You see? It won't even be believable if it's told to one that you once ruled a portion of the earth with military power, ICBM missiles, so on and so forth. That's how destitute you heathen, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, are going to be, man, in the eon to come. See? Obadiah 1:17. But upon Mount Zion, you see that? Shall be deliverance, man. I don't see any other nation named here. Okay, for you universal doctrine. 501c3. The laws are done away with. Okay? Bugged out. Shall be in a straitjacket. In a padded room. Wacky, tacky Christians, man. I don't see any other nation named here, man. But upon Mount Zion, which that word Zion goes into the Hebrew word to Zion, which goes into monument or memorial, man, which we are to our power. You see, we're his people and he's our power. And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, including them, including you. You're going to be a possession, man. See, we're going to own you bastards, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And we don't care how you feel about it, man. You've owned us. And the motorcycle chimed in on that. You think we give a damn about how you feel, man? No, we don't give a damn. You are going to fall into the hands of Yasha Allah, man, pursuant to the book of Ezekiel, the 25th chapter, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to ordain this, man. You think you're going to just kick us in the ass with a steel-toe boot? Or possibly give Jake reparations and call bygones be like bygones be bygones? As you continue to flourish and make the rules and wake up naturally and contaminate the air, the water, the food, continue to thrust forth this perverseness. No, man. A changing of the guard is on the horizon, man. A changing of the guard, man. You damn demons are falling hard, man. And this is why Revelations 12:12 is going to be executed, man. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we're ready for it, man. Because we know what's at the end of this tunnel, man. And it's glory, man. It's glory, man. We know that. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai revealed it to us through these scriptures. You see? You devils are going to be a possession, man. Let's continue on. Obadiah 1:18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. And the house of Joseph a flame. All 12 tribes, man. You see? And the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord Yahweh has spoken it, man. And when we read scriptures like this, I see why you niggas don't want to be Esau. But guess what? Hey, you fit Esau's character like a winter glove. It's without a doubt that that's your progenitor and you're those people. Just like how it's without a doubt that our so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are of the house of Israel, man. You see? How do we know that? The curses, first and foremost, man. Okay? And look at us present day, man. Look at the condition we're in present day. You see? We fit the prophecies. We fit the prophecies, man. Hey, so get ready for judgment, man, because it's coming. And this Atlantic slave trade and the Wounded Knee massacre and various other captivities you had us in, with the sub-Saharan captivity. You had the the Trail of Tears. We can go on for days, man. Guess what? All these things got to be paid back for, man. And we're coming into that time. We're coming into that time. The Wada Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because Abba Ratazah, we get to see it. I got to close out there. Sirach 25. And 7, it reads. I'm going to close out right here. The book of Ecclesiastic is also known as the book of Sirach. Chapter 25 and verse 7, and it reads, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, which we do not have joy in our children on this side, because you're oppressing us and you're oppressing our children, man. And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learnt this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwath will edify. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kah Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Quedash. Shalom.